guys, welcome to AFC Game by Game, where in this video I'm going to be discussing the Arsenal versus Borussia Dortmund match. So that really isn't the result we wanted. Arsenal 1, Borussia Dortmund 2, and that frankly ends Arsenal's fantastic run of form for the moment, but we can take a lot of positives from tonight. We were playing the runners-up to the Champions League last season, and to be honest, this is probably one of the best teams in Europe at the moment. We fielded a very strong team today, and we came up against a very strong side. And I felt where we really were exploited today was on the wings. The pace and pure dominance of Blazikowski on one wing and then Royce on the other was simply too much to handle. I thought Sanya today really wasn't up to scratch. He had glimpses of brilliance. At times he really did look really good on the ball, but there are other times I felt especially on the second goal we conceded where he didn't track back enough. Of course, maybe if we'd have had Walcott on the pitch at the time, but of course he's injured, so we're having to rely on other players which simply aren't up to the job at the moment. However, I don't want to criticise Arsenal too much because, like I said, that team that started was one which was extremely capable. There were a lot of players that stood out for me today. Laurent Koscielny I thought was fantastic today. Mertesacker was again, I thought our defence was very stable. It's just the goals we conceded were absolutely sloppy. We started the first half very much on the back foot, Dortmund pressing against us extremely well, and the first goal we conceded was extremely sloppy. It was a mistake by Ramsey, and well, it was a simple finish for the Dortmund player. Sorry, I can't quite remember his name, but it was a simple finish. Szczesny is a good goal to him, and to be fair to Dortmund, they really did deserve that goal at the point because they really had been pressing against us at the time. I really did think a goal was going to come, and it did, and it came from an Arsenal mistake. But then we went back at Dortmund, and again we didn't really press against them too much. Fortunately, I think it was kind of against the run of play really. We did get a goal for Olivier Giroud. It was a fantastic cross in, bit of a mix up between Hummels and Weidenfeller. Giroud took advantage of that, and Giroud for me was absolutely outstanding today. He really did cap off his performance with this goal. But that aside, his hold-up play on the ball is absolutely superb. He's a skillful guy for his sheer size, and he is an absolutely fantastic key player for Arsenal. Another player that really stood out for me in that first half and throughout the whole 90 minutes was Mikel Arteta, putting an excellent shift today against a very strong Dortmund side, going in for tackles, captaining the side really well, and I think it's a great way to respond after I don't think he had the best of games against Norwich. So this really was a game of two halves. In that second half, it really was all Arsenal from this point. We really were pressing against Dortmund, pressing and pressing and pressing. We saw the introduction of Santi Cazorla for Jack Wilshere. Jack Wilshere today, for me, wasn't the Jack we saw at the weekend. He had glimpses where he was really good on the ball. He had times where he was really poor on the ball. He ran around a lot, but he didn't do a lot with it, which was something that really disappointed me. He had that usual 5 minutes on the floor where he's injured, then he gets back up again. Then he went off for Santi Cazorla, who put in an amazing performance for me. The guy should have started the game. He didn't play a full 90 minutes in Norwich, so I would have perhaps started for this game to play the full 90 minutes. He didn't, but when he came off the bench, the whole Arsenal team changed, and we played some absolutely phenomenal football when he came on. And we were back to that tiki-taka style, pressing against Dortmund. At times, I thought we pushed too many men forward. There was a talking point in that second half, and that was, first of all, Ramsey's disallowed goal. I haven't actually seen the replay of this. From what I hear, the ref made a poor decision. It could have been a goal. I mean, on another day, we lost today, but on another day, that goal would have gone in. Rosicki's shot earlier in the game would have gone in if Hummels hadn't been on the line. We were very unlucky today, and then you've got to remember Cazorla had a shot which was, if it had been inches lower, it would have gone in the back of the net. So we were very, very unlucky today to not win this game. And it was a poor goal we conceded late at the end as well. They made an excellent counter attack. They really exploited us, and they scored a good goal for Robert Lewandowski, who arguably should not have been on the pitch. And I don't even think it's arguable. I don't think the guy should have been on the pitch. It was a disgusting foul he made on Laurent Koscielny, elbowing him in the face. That kind of thing can't go on in football. I really hope UEFA investigate that, because that's just not on. He really could have done some damage to Koscielny. He could have broken his nose, in fact. That's just not on. Lewandowski shouldn't have been on the pitch, and he shouldn't have scored that goal. I'm hoping he gets a ban, because frankly that's just not on. But that aside, we were 2-1 down. It really didn't look like we were going to get another goal, and well, to sum it up, I'm not happy with this performance, but at the same time, I think we can take a lot of positives from tonight. I would be more annoyed if we'd have played poorly, but the fact is we didn't. We played some absolute class football tonight. Okay, you can look at it another way. You could think this is a really bad start to our upcoming tough matches against Chelsea, Liverpool, Dortmund away from home, and of course Manchester United away. But I try to be optimistic. I try to think we can take a lot of positives from tonight. We can put things right at Crystal Palace. We can get a big win there. Then we can beat Chelsea in the League Cup, and then of course confidence will be flowing in the squad again. Then we move on to Liverpool, United away. The only problem I have now is that it's all level in this Champions League group. Anything could happen. We could still not qualify from this group, which is a massive blow to us. We're still top of the group, but only on goal difference. It now puts a lot of pressure on us to get a win away from home at Dortmund. That is going to be very, very, very tough. That's a very intimidating stadium. It's a similar situation with Napoli. And then of course we've got Marseille at home where I'm expecting 3 points. But of course we've got two tough away games. But I'm got to be confident because, like I said, we were just very, very unlucky tonight. Another day, the Rosicky shot would have gone in, Cazorla's shot would have gone in, and Ramsey's goal would have stood. But it hasn't, and a lot went against us tonight. But to be fair, we've got to get back on the bandwagon. We've got to put in an excellent shift against Crystal Palace. Tell them that we're not going to crumble like we have in previous seasons, and we're going to be strong, going to be assertive, and we're going to carry on having an excellent campaign. So those have been my thoughts on the Arsenal versus Dortmund match this evening. If you did enjoy the video, it'd be great if you could click the like button, subscribe for more videos, and as always, thanks for watching, guys.